What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are starting something new today. This is Evil West, a game I was not planning on playing until about last week. I seen some screenshots of it, and I'm like, okay, it kind of looks fun. Maybe I'll play it eventually, but I just really wasn't super interested in it. And then I saw about 4 minutes of gameplay, and that was all I needed to sell me. You know, we are an Old West cowboy. We're part of like an institute that hunts vampires or monsters or some shit. You know, there's multiplayer to it if you want, but you know me, I'm gonna play it single player. We're playing on Series X if anybody's curious. The studio behind this game, Flying Wild Hog, was Flying Wild Hogs. There we go. Was one that I was sitting there thinking, I know this studio name, I just couldn't place where. Probably most known for the Shadow Warrior series. I think that was the big title that they worked on. So you know this is gonna be big dumb action game, and I'm so on board with that. Apparently they also did work with Trek to Yomi, which was a really interesting game I played. Is that earlier this year? I'm not sure. And then also being published by Focus Home Interactive, Entertainment, whichever. Focus Home, I think, has done a lot of really good work bringing out a lot of really unique titles. Sure, not everything they connect themselves to is gold, like Plague Tale Requiem, but sometimes they have some real gems. Plague Tale Innocence. You know, the first Plague Tale game, fantastic. Second one, not so much. But not so much on Plague Tale, or on Focus Home. I think that's more in the development studios. I really like Focus Home is that they're really trying to get studios support so they can come up with some of these more, not AAA titles, but maybe more like AA titles. You know, they give them big studio funding to get their get their games out to the public, and I respect that. Let's see here. Difficulty, we'll be playing a normal as always. True death. Oh shit, so there's a permadeath. No, thank you. I'll keep skill reminders. Why not? I'll keep aim assist on until I don't like it. Then I'll pull it off and see how I like it. Oh, that's fine. Subtitles on. The questionable cargo. Jesse Rentier and Edgar Gravenor, I'm not sure, investigate a suspicious train believed to be hauling cargo of human blood in a horde of vampires. The plan is to intercept the shipment and interrogate the responsible parties. So, Jesse Rentier is our main character. Oh.
The Founding Fathers. Dark forces have been preying on America. As the fight against these vampires continued, a secret organization has trained people with remarkable skills. The agent's duty is to protect ordinary people from the forces of evil.
Okay. Maybe I'm being a bit of a dick here, but if you're gonna put the narrator's words right there in the middle of the screen, you don't also need to give me subtitles for it. You know when I need subtitles and when I don't. Like, I've seen some games that do the whole, it'll give you like a location caption and then give you a subtitle right below it. You don't need that. It's frustrating.
Arrow said we can trust his source, and the son of a bitch's sources I don't trust. Retirement is doing wonders for your attitude. Retirement is great. It's getting dragged out of it for the great goddamn train heist that chaps my ass. Old Chester's in a chattier mood than your sour ass. Don't worry about the arrow boy. Dynamite's a great conversation starter. While we're on the dynamite, Chester will be none too chatty with his guts sprayed all over a train carriage.
I know how to shape an explosion, Edgar.
So, from what I understand, our main character is Jesse, the guy in the hat. guy with the eye patch would be the player 2 if you would play in co-op. That face.
Harrow's not gonna be happy about the bridge.
Arrow can suck my dick. He's the Secretary of War, not the Secretary of Bridges. Let's go have a look-see. I go high.
Okay, there's a few things that I really like right from the start. The cutscene had that kind of film grain aspect to it, which would make sense. I mean, especially if, you know, this is done by the developer who did Trek to Yomi, which for some reason that doesn't sound right in my head. For some reason I thought a different studio did Trek to Yomi, but no, they did an extremely similar an extremely similar style to the cutscenes. You know what? Now that I think about it, actually, yeah, I think Flying Wild Hogs was the studio behind Trek to Yomi. Huh. I don't know why I was thinking it wasn't. But yeah, that widescreen, kind of film grain, old school look to it, I absolutely adore. It looked absolutely beautiful, and it just kind of fits the time period. Alright, let's go, baby. Rentier Gauntlet. Every RI wears a steel fist. Okay, so R1 is your melee attack. Very Warhammer. You know, with the power fist and all that. Evasion. A is to dodge. Double tap for a roll. Okay. This is actually really nice because I've been playing God of War Ragnarok. By the way, that series, in my opinion, is not getting anywhere near the love it deserves because that game is amazing. So go check it out. Oh, I went down there. I wanted to go back and check that alcove. God damn it.
Born 1857, 1864, 1881. Arranged in order of vintage like fine wines.
I think something else I wanted to make a joke about was something about Abraham Lincoln Vampire.
Better make all this worth our time, Chester.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Something like that. Like if that was a game. Okay. Superman, bitch! If you want to ask the question, hey, they keep saying the Rentier Institute, and ask, isn't our character named Rentier? Yes, he is the son of the head of the Institute, I do believe, from what I remember from him before. And it's like, oh, that's a spoiler, AJ. I thought you hate spoilers. I do, but that is kind of a, what's the term? That is a, total lost my train of thought. That was something that was announced in the preview materials, so it's not, you know, that was... Oh, nifty. So uppercut, and then I can... Oh, that's dope. If anybody's going to ask, is this game purely a brawler, or is there guns and stuff? Oh, there are guns.
For this thing to collapse.
God, you think I'd be playing a cowboy game with no guns on it? Cannonball. Oh yeah, I've been kind of doing that. That's the up and push. Oh, and I can push them onto the stakes. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I just kind of generically hold forward for a lot of my punches. Oh, that's nasty. Dude, I miss this style of game design. It's not the prettiest or most photorealistic. Like, this isn't going to earn an award or anything, but it reminds me so much of games like Gears of War and stuff, where we're just going for this stupid, over-the-top, blood, gore, action. Everybody is like, looks like their, you know, their legs are fucking tree trunks and shit. Oh. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, this isn't exactly like Gears of War, but
You're over, pal.
you know what I mean? This isn't exactly something like Gears of War, but you know, like people aren't on that level of steroids, but it's still just something stupid and over the top, and it's that I'd say something like mid-2000s. It's that mid-2000s just stupid action game that I kind of miss. You know, that inner 15 of me, that inner 15-year-old side of me. Man, I miss this shit. I think I've had people tell me I need to play Shadow Warrior, that I'd really like it. Damn it, I wanted to punch him into the thing. Oh, God, turn the... There you go. Oh, that was awesome. So stupid, and I loved it.
Damn it. Doc want to pay for sure.
Wing it.
Jesus. Christ. Worst damn barbecue ever.
Rentier revolver, handy, fast, and reliable. The signature hammer mechanism allows for rapid fanning shots. Excuse me, provided one's hands are skilled enough. This weapon doesn't require aiming and can reload automatically once the cylinder is emptied. Hold RT for fanning, tap for single shots. Okay, so I was expecting this to be a little bit of a shooter. You know, I was expecting this to be more of a shooter and less of a brawling action game, but it's actually a fairly decent action game. You know, credit where it's due. Okay, usually I'm against my combat buttons being on the bumpers. It kind of works for this game. I mean, I've played other games that it works, even though it's not my favorite. This is the first one that I really like it.
Road clear.
If somebody's going to ask if this is a linear game or an open world game, as far as I know, it's linear-esque. I mean, there are, like you see, like we're picking up cash. So there are going to be times where we kind of like return to a hub and we can upgrade our weapons and skills and everything. So there's RPG mechanics. There is, it's one of those things that, yes, there is some level of upgrading. There's going to be a hub world. There's, going to be stuff like that. But I'm not sure how much like the actual levels are going to be linear or open. If anybody knows and wants to say it's mostly going to be X, Y, or Z, but just by the feeling that I'm getting from playing this, I'd guess it's mostly going to be a linear missions. I don't mind that though. I'm down for something pretty simple, pretty much what we're getting.
Mind if I join you?
Yoink. See, I really love how you can chain the punching. I love how you can chain the punching and the shooting with the revolver. It's so quick. You can be punching somebody, dodge out, but then you can still be chipping away, doing damage with your revolver. It kind of gives you that good feeling that your combo is not really ending. Dodging is not necessarily a... It's not only a defensive move in its own way. I know there are people who know I'm playing Bayonetta right now would going, yeah, that's how you're supposed to play Bayonetta. Leave me alone.
All right, Chester. Now I'm pissed. And let's get that son of a bitch.
Young rentier, still on your father's leash, I see.
I could do with that the widescreen, maybe.
What's this? Catering?
Why, I have no idea what you're...
That big shiny ball out there is no good for your sensitive skin.
The sun's not to know what they'll do to me.
Fun game. Let's test that theory.
No, Richard, stop! Belmontville! The gathering's in Belmontville!
Excellent choice, Chester. And since you're feeling so damn helpful, we're gonna be needing a guide. Consider it a promotion. Dipshit.
Belmontville's a long way from the manor. We're on a clock here.
We've been hunting DeBono for 3 months. What's another few hours?
Have it your way. But your father's gonna have your ass as an ashtray if we don't make that presentation.
You're retired. What's he gonna do? Fire you?
By thoroughly okay. Yeah, like I say, with how big the subtitles are, I could do with the widescreen kind of thing that they're going. I'd like it if it was a little. There was a little more to the screen, so we could. Yeah.
We're gonna be walking blind into a damn maze.
And if our tick friend here is telling the truth, DeBono's gonna be right in the middle of it.
I don't think I'm in a position to lie, do you?
That's the spirit, Chester. Now you lift those fancy illusions, and who knows? Maybe you'll make it out of this after all.
The glamour. Even I have my limitations, Mr. Gravener.
You want a
Gravener.
limitation? How about walking around without a head?
I was trying to think how to pronounce his name, or how exactly to pronounce his name. There we go.
Crawling with familiars. No question.
And where do you think you're going?
Judging by that tone of yours, sounds like I'm making sure Fancy Pants here doesn't make a run for it.
In broad daylight. That's why we need familiars. I'm starting to question your qualifications for this job.
Those ass-licking tick lovers should be shot on sight. What the hell? Maybe we can play with dynamite out here, too. Right, Jess? I'll make you a new waistcoat.
I don't believe my tailor would like that.
See? You're bonding already.
I hope he doesn't die. I like him. The Rentier rifle. Aimed weapons perfect for long-range precision shots, including hitting enemies' weak spots, capable of rapid target switching. Hold LT to aim, RT to shoot. Cool.
That gathering won't find itself, you know? Move it.
You know the can is right there in front of you.
Oh, shut up. I told you my sight's not recovered after the change.
Hey, so you're telling me it's not the booze?
The Rentier rifle, glowing weak shots, deal severe damage. Oh, that's awesome. I blew his arm off. Gross, but I love it. Yeah, serving gunslinger. Eh. I'll let you guys kind of pause and read these as you'd like. All right, now let's read the actual the actual characters. So, Jesse Rentier, son of William Rentier, the director of the Rentier Institute. After losing his mother as a child, Jesse was raised by his father and forced into training. The regimen was designed to turn him into the Institute's next director. Jesse's earliest memories are of hunting monsters because of his father's guidance. He sees himself as a sword against the forces of evil and a shield that can protect the helpless from the hidden evil lurking in the darkness. Though there's still a rebellious part of himself that questions his place in the world and his father's plan for the future. Okay, so he's kind of like the story of Supernatural with the Winchester boys. So I'm kind of like that, but in the Old West. Mix that with a little bit of Altair. He's cocky, but he's cocky for a reason. It's because he's good, but he also has that self-doubt of everything. If again, I guess this is kind of a spoiler, but again, this is put out in the promotional material, the whole plot of the game, if you weren't being able to kind of see some of the some of the path that's being laid for us. Jesse ends up in charge of the Institute somewhere early on in the game, and that's kind of the whole thing with him. You know, that's his whole character path. It's, you know, figuring out his way and his place in the world, what exactly he is. Edgar Gravener, a young soldier fighting in the 54th Massachusetts during the Civil War. Edgar Gravener found himself facing an actual monster at the Battle of Fort Wagner. The creature, a stone-clad, thinned their ranks every night. Edgar, standing sentry one evening, came face-to-face with the beast, but fortunately was saved by a young William Rentier at the peak of his skill, physical strength, and ferocity. He and William became fast friends, and eventually Edgar had the opportunity to return the favor. Upon the death of his father, William became the director of the Rentier Institute, and Edgar joined him as his right hand and aide. Because of Edgar's extensive combat experience, William assigned him the task of training the next generation of hunters. Jesse became Edgar's star pupil and later Edgar's partner. Together they forged a path as the Institute's premier field team. Then we have Chester Morgan. Over the last few decades, Chester made extensive contacts with various underworld characters. He provides inside intel to all his connections and has made quite a few enemies in the process. He's well known as a fixer in the vampire community and has served as an errand boy and courier for prominent highborns. Okay. There's the missions, questionable cargo, and how we interact with... Okay. There we go. That was fun. Anything in here for me? Ooh, new skin. Oh, okay. Here's where I can... Golden scale suit. Okay, I'm gonna guess that is... I think that's DLC. Nah, I'm going... I still like the red and black. But yeah, the golden stuff I think was pre-order DLC.
Calvert. Oh, another tick wannabe. No, that's not gonna happen.
I'm gonna throw out this guess that the ticks are the vampires. Anyone else thinking that's what they are? Just me?
Got it.
Okay. Where am I supposed to go exactly? I'm gonna guess that other way.
I'm gonna hang your head on a wall!
Yeah, bring it.
Well, if you don't move, you're in my crosshair! Ah, son of a bitch!
Alright, that was not my cleanest fight, but oh man, you see a skeleton that's gross and awesome all at the same time. I love it. Okay, the auto aim's gonna take a little getting used to, but it's not bad.
Smells of ticks. The gathering must be close by.
How the hell did he get down here that easily? Why am I glowing?
Fucking maze. Gotta be a way out.
Oh, that's cute. Arachnophobia warning. I mean, that
looks about right.
That's nice and all, but it makes me ask the question: where's my Actually, I don't know. I don't know what to call my my fear. I have a massive fear of snakes. Where's my warning and option to pull snakes out of video games? Sekiro Shadows Die Twice would be a lot nicer without that giant snake rolling around. You know, that giant snake that's barely in the game. It's a cool snake, though. I can respect how cool they are, while at the same time not liking them.
I'll bet my last dime to Bono's here somewhere.
Dead end. Great. You seeing this too? Take it off.
Mr. Rentier, on a first date? What do you take me for?
You're right. Maybe a little light to set the mood.
No, no need. I see it now. Of course. The glamour. I'm on
God,
it.
who is the voice of Chester? I know that voice.
Hey, Chester.
Please, I need to concentrate. It's not that easy to sever the illusion from its source.
What's the source?
You don't want to know. Sanguis Eternus.
Is he the guy who voiced Sean from Red Dead 2?
Be damned.
It might be.
You know what? Let's switch. I'll take the explosives, you get the Bono.
Is this about the bridge?
It's not about the bridge.
Got the damn train, didn't I?
Come on, talk, Chester. I want it. Because all I'm thinking is him going, Mr. Morgan! You know, walking around camp with his Irish accent. That was a terrible Irish accent I just did. And I'm sure there are going to be some people going, that was an Irish accent you just did, AJ? That was terrible. Yeah. Ow. Stuck in a corner. pointless venture. I'm still trying to figure out how exactly to incorporate the rifle into the combat. Like when the right time to pull it and.
But that's something.
You know, knowing the right time to pull it and shoot weak points as opposed to just dodging and peppering with the revolver. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, I thought the glowing tentacle was the, hey, shoot this spot. It was not. Okay, we got new perks. New perks are unlocked with each level up. You can activate a perk by allocating perk points. Later on, you will also be able to reset your perk points to spend them again free of charge. Activate a perk now. Okay. I'm going to guess it wants me to take Pump Jack. Dealing damage with the gauntlet reduces the cooldown. Okay. Given me how I get so focused on doing damage, I forget to... Oh, fuck. You know what I mean? I forget to... Yeah, I forget to do damage, whatever. I forget to dodge. There we go. Words are hard. I'm not smart. Jeez, this is the first time in a long while that I'm actually playing a new game at midnight. Ugh. Were they trying to rip off God of War there? Feels like they were. What I mean by that, this is the first time I'm playing one at midnight, just... I'm a little punchy, if you can't tell. Okay, so the auto-aim's a lot like Red Dead, where you can kind of let on and off the left trigger to kind of swap between targets. It's a lot easier than holding it and swapping manually.
Not enough.
I mean, we could go under it, but I guess that's not your style.
Species, brothers and sisters. We are not bred. We are not born. We come to life when we accept the gift of change. Our powers are many, and they have served us well. The art of glamour has given us safety through secrecy, but I am afraid we are becoming the victims of progress. Sooner or later, human technology will find a way to see past our illusions. They will expose and demonize us and make us their ultimate enemy. Inevitably, we will become their inferiors.
Jesus, it's huge. When did they build this? And how?
Yeah, there's a few things that just kind of reminded me of. Oh, fuck. For some reason, I remembered a movie. It wasn't... God, what movie was it? Where humans were kept kind of like livestock. The vampires lived in like these underground societies. God, one of the big scenes I remember was the vampires at like this coffee stand, but like the cup of blood, like the price goes way up and there ends up being a riot. Or so I can't remember the movie. It was a good movie. I must say it was a mid-2000s. Yeah, I want to say the movie was mid-2000s. Good movie, though. Shit. The other thing I remember, yeah, they were calling those things that illusion that was blocking our path. They're calling it a glamour or glamour, if I remember correctly. That's been referenced in a few games or things that I've played. It's usually like it's a...
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of like a magical, not necessarily a barrier, but an illusion.
Looks even bigger up close. Well,
I think
let's crash their little party.
The one I remember the most is Telltale's The Wolf Among Us. Right, it was what the Fables used to hide their more monster selves from the public.
Proud hunters, predators. But that pride sometimes prevents us from growing as a species. Internal divisions have weakened us. Our numbers dwindle while their numbers grow. But it's not too late. We can still survive, but to do so, we must be ready to adapt. We cannot be too proud to evolve.
Annoying little bastards.
We need to leave the shadows.
Don't be fooled. Once our veil of secrecy is lifted, we won't stand a chance.
We might be more powerful. Crush us with their numbers. Listen to the voice of reason.
Enough. Your line's thirst for all-out war with the humans endangers us all. Peter Navanum. Without the sheep.
The wolves go hungry, yes. But the day
It was a kid with all that underbite.
with the wolves. Haven't you been watching, brother? The humans have harnessed the power of steam and lightning, and they grow mighty. If our hubris allows us to grow fat and lazy in the shadows, they will soon have the power to hunt us down like dogs.
Maybe don't waste all that blood for that cool pit you're in.
And so you propose war.
War suggests there is a chance we might lose.
Excuse me.
We strike, With my new asset, we can control the change. Reclaim the Sanguisuja's rightful place at the top of the food chain.
Control the change. Are you mad? Even suggesting such a thing is blasphemy.
Dominic, brother, these are blasphemous times. While my methods may very well be at variance with our tradition, I can tell you one thing. If we don't adapt, we will perish.
Enough. I will not allow you and your bastard breed to lead us into annihilation. Peter Davala, for the high crime of conspiracy against your own kind, I sentence you and your line to the true death.
I told you, Father. They wouldn't listen.
Oh, of course she's got a super high-pitched voice.
Try Felicity, Mikata. Our work will be a lot easier if we can help them understand. If we can't...
Then... we... force them to!
Yeah, there we go. I was waiting for her to start getting creepy. Yeah, I was about to say, Jesse, were you expecting that to work out in your favor? I mean, just reach it out and grab you? Oh, that's cool. That's actually really cool. It's like a man-bat mummy thing. I like it. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, that really hurt. And breathe.
Think you could have brought a bigger knife?
Some people get a gold watch when they retire. I got Susan here.
Should have asked him how to get out of here.
Too late. He won't be of any use for a month or two. Wait. What about Chester?
Well, what are you gonna do?
So they know he's...
Now that is how you shape an explosion. Damn, we're late.
At least we won't be going back to the manor empty-handed.
So they know he's going to revive. Cutting off his head is kind of a... What's the term? A stopgap?